Hello and welcome to this lesson on how to farm level 20 Barren Towers in Everwinter Glacier for Goodgame Empire. And what we're going to do is just quickly show you how you can mine the level 20 Barren Towers in Everwinter with a fairly minimal troop loss. And we'll do that by first having a look at our commander, and in doing that we need to have a look at our equipment, click on the icon, go up to our commander, and at the moment we can see that the bonuses for that are a 59% nearly for that commander. What we're looking for is a high bonus with ranged. So I'm just going to flick through, and in this case I've got one. My second commander has got 54. Now you may be a new player or only new to Everwinter, but when you do get into Everwinter Glacier, if you can manage to get your commander to have a range or a plus ranged capacity of roughly plus 30, then you should be able to attack a level 20 Barren Tower with minimal losses. It will work out with a plus 30 ranged commander. You'll have about a 40% loss ratio. If you can increase that to plus 35 range, it'll be about a 30% loss ratio, and if you can increase it higher than 40, you'll reduce your losses to about 25%. So it's very important just to increase the ranged power for the commander you're going to use. Now, bearing in mind you may have a minimum of 9 or up to 12 commanders, and you could do this for all 12 of them if you choose. So changing your commander's abilities up to at least a plus 30 or higher is important, and it's just a case of clicking on the clicking on your commander list and the commander that you're going to choose. Our next step is to select a level 20 Barren Tower, and we can do this quite easily just by moving the map down a little bit, and we'll see that there is a level 20, one victory to level 21. So that's what we're looking for, is a level 20 Barren Tower, one victory to level 21. Click on it, select the attack, select where you're attacking from, and then all we're going to choose here is crossbowmen, and we will put in 22 of those on the left, on the right, and 22 on the left. And at the moment we've only got a ranged attack power of 792. But if you recall in our steps just before, we found a commander that had a ranged capacity a lot higher. And so if we look at our commanders and cycle through until we find one that, in this case, the ranged attack power is 1220. And we're looking to get something above roughly 1000 in the attack power. Now, if we manage to do that, we will then find that we can actually reduce the number of troops being sent. So I can bring that back down to 20 troops, and we'll do the same over here. Now, bearing in mind that the commander that I'm sending has a range of 54. Now yours may not be as high as that, or it may be higher. But ideally you want something level 30 plus for ranged or higher. And then it's just a simple case of selecting the attack. Don't have to put any tools. You can put some if you wish, but generally as a rule we'll let the attack go, and we'll just, for the sake of expediency, speed this up and we'll send off the attack. Now, one of the other things to think about is that when doing these attacks on level 20 Baron Towers, provided you don't hit the same level 20 Baron Tower twice in a 24-hour period, it won't rank up. In other words, it won't increase to the next level tower. And the easiest way to think about doing this that I find is thinking of a 12 o'clock position. So at the moment we've essentially started attacking a tower in the 10 o'clock position. If we were to do our next attack, we would look for another tower in the, say, 11 o'clock position. But we'll notice here that it's already level 21. So we can't use our attack on that particular tower with the same configuration. So you may have to scroll around a little bit more until you find another level 20 tower. So it's just a case of sometimes they're a bit further out. There's one there, and we have another one over here. And so every time you launch your attacks, think of how you've launched them in reference to that 12 o'clock principle in respect to your castle. And that way, when the attacks return, you move to the next segment. So you may say in the morning you might do attacks from the 12 to 3 o'clock position from your castle. And by your castle I'm referring to your main castle in Everwinter. So we're looking at the castle there, and as I say, think of an overlay of a 12 o'clock on a clock face. So in the morning when you first start, you might do the attacks from the 12 to 3 o'clock position. When you look at lunchtime, if you happen to log in, you could do the same attacks but from the 3 to 6 o'clock position. In the afternoon it might be from 6 to 9, and in the evening, last time you might log in for the day, it could be from 9 to 12. That way you're ensuring you're not repeating attacks on the same groupings of Baron Towers twice in the same 24-hour period. So as we can see, our attack on the level 20 Baron Tower has completed. We can now go down and have a look at the report. And when we open up the report and we have a look at it, we'll see that our losses for our 40 troops were 21. So that's 21 crossbow. And the return that we had was 1,913 coins. 242 food, 126 stone, and 116 of wood. Plus we got ourselves some armour, and we also got ourselves some rubies. So all up, it wasn't too bad a result given those sorts of figures. Now you can use ordinary crossbow, or you could use heavy crossbow. Choice is up to you on what you're able to produce. It takes longer to manufacture the heavy crossbow than it does using ordinary crossbow. But using that principle, if you manage to have 12 commanders all capable with a range of at least 35 to 50, then you can effectively, at the end of the night, send off 12 attacks against 12 Baron towers and come back in the morning and you've got close to 24,000 coin just from hitting those Baron towers. So for people entering Everwinter Glacier, this is a goal I think that is achievable for most players if you spend a bit of time with the Technicus and upgrading your ranged commander strength. And you'll find that this will give you a ongoing source of coin with minimal loss and can be very productive. Hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to having the next one. Thanks.